I was like, holy shit, this is getting philosophical.
It's like a real in-depth discussion about it. Dude.
Yeah. They were heated. I was like, oh god, I should have saved it.
Just put yourself in the mind of the artist. It's insane. All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, a podcast where we talk about video games and getting old. My name is Brent Gabriel. I'm here with my man Zarek, aka Old Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Back in my day, it used to be a new perfect day, but now it's a decent okay day. Dude, I have never been this injured amount in my life, and it's still only like 1/3 of the year into this. You know, like I got sick, and then I ended up injuring my back like a couple days ago, and I'm an idiot. So I was like lifting, and then I lifted, think of like a L. That's a no. You're not supposed to bend over like an L.
Bend at your hip, yeah.
Exactly. And, you know, since it was very light, it was only maybe like 10 pounds or something.
Mm-hmm.
Still, like, it shot through my back, and I felt it, and I was like, yep, nope. So I dropped the thing, lay down, and then took a lot of ibuprofen, and I passed out. Woke up the next day. I was like feeling a little sore, but I was okay. I'm an idiot. So I ended up like lifting something again, but this time it felt like a burning pain, and I was like, fuck. So I took some ibuprofen, woke up. I was still like pretty sore. Like it was pretty there. So now I'm like moving 2 miles an hour.
Oh my god, dude.
And I was like thinking, damn, dude, I remember that time when I injured my leg. Do you remember when I was like wearing a cane or something like that?
Yeah. You had your little what do you call it? Didn't you have like a brace too? For a little bit?
On my right leg.
Yeah.
And so generally I got off the couch all wrong and stupid. And I focused all my weight, and it was on my knee,
mm-hmm.
and then it kind of twisted, so I thought I wasn't going to be able to walk again. Like, really. I was like, dude, This is it. I'm dead. But like a couple weeks, or a week, maybe a week later, like I put like the compress thing on, like it like cuts your circulation, and it's supposed to help with that. Little did I know, you're not supposed to wear that forever. So I wore it for like maybe 4 hours. And then I drove home from LA to San Diego. And I ended up like taking it off. I was in the worst pain of my entire life. I was sweating. I was running a fever. Everything, you know? And I was like, dude, this is crazy. I've never felt this way before. And then so I took ibuprofen, knocked out. Now this... I don't know. I injured myself like 3 times in a row on my back. I don't know why. I'm an idiot. So,
dude, that's crazy. The back is like the fucking like core of the body too, dude. Like that's where everything ends, right? Or meets and connects. So like that's gonna affect your whole shit, dude.
Yeah. So I was like panicking, I was self-diagnosing myself, like how everyone usually do. And I was like looking at the symptoms, and you know. I didn't have some of them, so I was playing doctor. I didn't have some of the symptoms. Right now, it feels okay. You know, I can move and whatnot. It just feels sore. So that's a good thing, because like I was asking my cousin who actually, you know, really injured his back.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he injured his back, but then a couple hours later after he fell asleep and woke up, he was in the worst pain he ever felt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, golly, I hope that won't happen to me. So I took a lot of ibuprofen, woke up, and I felt, you know, okay. But right now, like I keep like putting stress on it, but you know, not on purpose, but randomly. And then so I'm like, dude, I gotta take it even further slow, not move at all, hibernate like a turtle. And and dude, it's funny too, because like anytime like I drop something on the floor, like I'm like scared out of my mind. I'm like, should I even pick this up? And I was like, damn, I do need it.
You like
so there's
just fucking lay down to pick it up,
dude. So well, that's another story too. So technically, I'm on the couch and I drop something on the floor. I look at it, I'm petrified. I'm like, I cannot pick that up for the life of me. So I'm I spent like 10 minutes trying to reach for it, but I can't reach for it because I'm in an angle. So I'm scared. So like I like kind of fall on the ground to pick it up. Like a dead fish on the ground, picking it up and then slowly picking myself back up onto the couch. The other thing is, when I do drop things, I was like, fuck man, it's too late. It's gone. I can't pick it up. I can't, and then so I adapted this technique.
Okay.
Of course you're supposed to bend, I guess with your butt out.
Yeah, bend with your knees. Yeah.
Yeah, your knees and your butt out. Dude, I stick my ass out like I'm twerking for my life. And then I can pick it up normally. I'm like, oh my God, it looks normal. So now I think I've self-consciously adapted the technique.
Mhm.
Anytime I'm picking up anything or just bending down, I like stick out my
your ass.
So I look like I'm twerking. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I hope I don't drop anything in public because it's dead. It's done. I'm gonna just walk away.
What if you drop $100 bill, dude? What are you gonna do? Just leave it?
I'm gonna leave it, dude. I'm like, or I'm gonna put my shoe on it and then wait till someone leaves.
You gotta like fucking sit all the way down on the floor to pick it up and then stand back up.
Yep.
God
Shit.
damn, but you could still like stand up straight, right? It's just, will you
Yeah.
get stuck if you bend over or something like that?
No, it feels normal when I'm standing up straight,
Mhm.
and I don't feel it at all.
Mhm.
I start feeling a little bit when I'm like kind of bending the wrong way.
Uh-huh.
I do feel it sometimes when I sit straight up the wrong way.
Okay.
But it goes away like instantly. So I hope it's just like saying I'm just sore,
Mm-hmm.
But I do really feel it every time I wake up. It's because I guess I'm like in that bad sleeping position. And then
Yeah.
I wake up, like my back, trying to stretch it. And I was like reading online that most people, when they recover, is because they kept moving.
Mm.
So I have to keep moving. And then I tried it for these past 2 days, and it really works. Like I don't feel the pain no more and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. I do feel it when I lay down and don't move for a while. Then I
Mhm.
start feeling it a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it gets all stiff probably.
exactly. So yeah, here I am just moving my back every 2 seconds, and it's like scary because I was like, fuck man, I don't want to give out my back. My dad has a bad back problem,
Uh-huh.
and he had to get multiple surgeries.
Oh,
And then here
shit,
my
dude.
cousin, having the same thing, back problem, but he has to use a cane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man, I hope I don't even get to that point. But I do felt like I think I know what they're feeling. Like,
Yeah.
just think of your back completely locked and tightened up, and there's like
Yeah.
a gnawing pain in your back. So
Yeah.
I felt that. I was like, ooh, I don't want to feel that.
Yeah. I think the only experience I have at least is maybe after like workouts, you know what I mean? Like doing back workouts and stuff like that, where it's just tight and maybe sore from working out, but it's not really pain like a pain you're describing, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
definitely do have that experience, like you said. Like that's why I know if you need to pick something up, it's better just lay down on the ground and pick it up,
Yep.
roll your way back up, dude.
Yep.
Because I was definitely doing that before, man. But that's crazy, dude. Yeah, see, you're getting older and your body's just getting that much more fragile, dude. Who would have
Dude.
thought, man?
Yeah, and it's crazy too because this doesn't help that we have this whole COVID going on. So
Mhm.
anytime I feel like I'm coughing, I'm like, oh, this is the day. This is it. Like every single time, and it's like, oh no, it's just an allergy cough kind of thing. And then my
Dude.
throat starts hurting. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
yep, this is it.
This
This
is
is it.
I caught it finally. Yeah.
Yep. And it's like, oh no, it's just because I didn't drink anything for a while. So it got me so paranoid. I think I saw an app on Facebook, and then I ended up buying whatever that product is. It's a
Do you
key.
feel like this and this? Oh, I do feel like that.
It's actually a key, and it's like a brass key or something like that. I don't know
Okay.
if you probably saw it, but apparently you can use it to touch the pins on like cash registers or the gas station, and it also has like a hook so it can open all the doors, so you don't have to touch any of that. And then it, like,
okay, I know what you're
Since it's
talking about.
made out of like a bacterial thing, brass,
Uh huh.
I guess the bacteria dies, but still, like, I'd rather not touch the door at all now.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of washing my hands. My knuckle is like starting to bleed, and I'm like feeling it. I'm like, dude, I've never felt this way.
Yeah. See, that's crazy, man. But I feel the same way. I feel like every time I leave the house, and not just doing like, picking up food from the drive-thru or anything like that, but every time I leave the house and physically walk around in a store, in anything, because I went to Costco on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
When I got home, I felt like it was hard for me to breathe. I felt like I was coughing and my nose was running. I was like, oh, I'm never going outside again, dude.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it turns out maybe an hour later, I feel completely fine. There's nothing wrong with me,
Exactly.
But it's that placebo effect of just like being outside, knowing that you're exposed to everything, that's out there, like Corona, and you're just, my body's giving in, dude.
Yep. Like, this is it. That's why when I go out, I'm like always wearing the mask, hand sanitizing my hands, like, I don't know, every 2 seconds, anything. Even though I'm not touching anything, I'll still do it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, golly, now we're paranoid to where anything we touch in the outside world, we're pretty much infected. But
yeah,
golly.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy VII came out, so I've been playing that shit all day. But I wanted to make a point of like, let me at least get up, go outside, and walk for maybe 15 minutes. I just don't want to be sitting on my ass all day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm wearing 2 masks whenever I go out now, man. I'm wearing the little sleeve mask that goes around your neck. I'm wearing the surgical mask, and then I have my like my raincoat that I could zip up all the way over my face, dude. I put the hood on and a hat. All you can see are my eyes, dude. And those aren't too big, so I'm fucking out there, dude. Just fully covered up, man. Like, I just leave my hands in my pocket. I don't touch anything while I'm out there, dude. I'm fucking out there, man. But yeah, no, you're definitely paying attention to that stuff a lot more.
Yeah, I just saw this video too, like this Japanese researchers, and they're smart as shit. But anyways, they're testing how the bacteria can also spread or yeah. So basically, like they put it in a room with like these high tech cameras, and then the guy like purposely sneezes. Apparently, that sneeze can last for hours, and then it showed that sneeze, like even though the bigger drops fell to the floor, there was still a good amount of that sneeze was still floating in the air. And it spread through the entire room with like a room of 12 people. And yeah, in 10 minutes, it spread to everybody. And it was a huge room. And it showed like, I'll show you this. I'll send a video later. But yeah, and then they also proved that if you're just talking with somebody and they're talking loud, apparently that can also spread the virus. And it was showing like it was radiating from their whole mouth, and it was starting to float to the other person. I was
like, all inhaling and shit.
Fuck yeah! Like, holy crap! So yeah, they're onto something. Like, we think, oh yeah, we're safe if we're 6 feet apart, not touching surfaces. But if someone sneezes, you better have a mask on, because that shit spread so fast around the whole room.
Hell yeah, dude. That is crazy, man.
And they said that too. Yeah, the best way to combat it is just to have like a window open, because it like pushes it,
Yeah, all the air coming in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I seen was, I think this guy coughed, and he coughed without a mask, and it was like that infrared shit. So the infrared showed when he coughed without a mask how far his breath or his cough flew, I guess. And then the second one, he was wearing a mask and coughed, and it didn't go anywhere. I was like, oh shit. So it is a good point to really wear masks out there, dude.
And then there was this video I did see, like he like put water inside the mask, and then it wasn't leaking, so that shows that nothing can get through.
Yeah.
But you know how people reuse masks, so they spray with like Lysol or alcohol.
Mhm.
When he did that, the water like seeped through like crazy through the mask
Oh,
because they're saying like the alcohol is deteriorating the protective coating in the
oh shit.
mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, that's what I was doing actually earlier. I was spraying up my mask with the Lysol
To try and
stuff
disinfect it.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this world.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy
2020,
time,
man.
man. Dude, I think I called it. I was talking to someone. I don't know if it was on here, but I said, man, 2020 sucks. You know, after I had gotten sick or something like that. And they're like, why? What sucks about it? And I was like, well, I got sick. And they're like, oh, is that it? I think I have a better argument now, dude.
Yeah,
I
like
have a way better argument now.
the
It
world.
really rained for like a week straight last week, dude. That's crazy, man. When does that happen in San Diego, right?
Exactly. I think the world is healing, or the earth is like slowly healing, or something like that.
I mean, that is the positive side about it. I think they said it in maybe India and LA. They could finally see the blue sky now.
Yeah.
Since there's nobody outside anymore, smogging it up. So
Yeah.
there are some positives about it, but shit, man, people keep dying. That's crazy. Or catching this thing. It's crazy out there.
Yeah.
But yes, fortunately, there is some light in this dark, changed world we live in. Final Fantasy VII Remake finally fucking came out, dude. Amidst all this shit, man. We've been waiting so long, dude.
Dude, when I saw the pre-orders for Tifa and Aerith, I ended up pre-ordering on this Japanese website.
Oh, the Play Arts Kai things?
Yeah,
Oh,
the Play Arts
shit.
figures, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah, I can't. I guess it's only for this store, because that store I sent the link is pretty good. But yeah, and then I think a day later I saw it was on the actual Square Enix store, and I canceled my pre-order and I went to the Square Enix and I reserved it there. So I'm gonna have the full cast, one on each arm. I don't know, like 3 people on one
Just like
bike.
that picture, yeah.
So that's all I need.
But it's so good, man. It's so good, and I feel like it was like the perfect time for it to come out, man. At least for me, you know. I mean, I'm gonna be selfish about it, because of course I was playing Witcher 3 before all this popped off, and I wanted to finish it before Final Fantasy VII Remake came through. And I remember, I think I got an email from Square, from the UPS, saying that my copy of Final Fantasy VII was going to come in on Tuesday of this week. So I was all excited, but at the same time, I was a little bummed out. I was like, all right, I'm not going to finish Witcher. That's fine. I'll just come back to it after I finish Final Fantasy VII, which will be in 2021. But it turns out the game didn't get delivered on Tuesday. So I was sad. And while I was crying on Tuesday night, I just, low-key finished the last DLC, Blood and Wine, of Witcher 3, which was good. I mean, it had a good ending. Like, the way they end their DLCs, it's always like Geralt sitting on the side of a mountain, or like sitting next to a campfire, or just sitting somewhere with a view, and then it shows like the name of the DLC and the sun setting, and you're like, whoa, I really just had this great adventure. And then after that, it ends and it just goes back to Geralt, and he's like, all right, what's the next contract? I'm like, god damn, dude, the life of a Witcher is crazy out here.
It never ends.
It never ends, dude. No matter how crazy these adventure gets, it's just it just never ends. It's always the next contract. And so I was good with that. I finally finished that. I think the same night, since I was so high on Witcher. Oh no, it wasn't the same night. Oh wait, it was the same night. We tried to beat the Leshen in Monster Hunter World, because all the events are on right now. I think all the events are on right now for the quarantine, actually, because it's not the summer or spring event. So yeah, it has to be on right now just for the quarantine. But yeah, was able to get the Geralt and Ciri layered armor. So I really finished all of Witcher.
And that's the thing too, like it was me, Russ, Eric, and Crystal. Like we ended up, it was the time when it actually came out, and we were kind of max level at that point. And we spent the full length of the mission. The missions are like 55 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember we were literally down to 54 minutes and the Leshen was still alive. Russ used over, I think, 150 potions or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were getting so desperate, so we were just spamming all of our attacks, like not caring if we were getting hit and whatnot. And we ended up beating it, and holy shit, we're like, yeah, this was the toughest fight I've ever fought, versus Extreme Behemoth. Here we go back with me, you, Scott, and Eric. And dude, we wiped the shit out of him.
Like, you guys were worried. Let me just say, everyone else was worried. Everyone was reluctant to try and do it, and I believed the whole time. I was like, dude, we got this, guys. Easy. You guys have Sophie Jiva weapons now, man. Like, we could do this easy peasy. But everybody was still a little bit nervous, and sure enough, yeah, like you said, we go in there and wipe the thing, man.
Dude, yeah, because like we remember the anguish, the pain he does, like everything does so much damage. But then, yeah, all of our Sophie weapons, I guess they really kicked it up a notch, and we wiped the floor out of them. We were dodging everything left and right. We had a plan, attack plan. I think we beat it in like 20 minutes or something like that. It was so crazy. Like, I was like, how much of a difference, compared to now and then? Like, why was, I don't know, like, either way, it was cool because we were on point. Like, I was watching you guys attack, and you guys were, like, really dodging things and stuff like that. So it was good. We had the good synergy. Then we got too cocky.
Yeah, we got beat a few times.
Got beat up, yep.
Yeah, because the drop I actually needed, and I only need one of them to drop, didn't drop the first time. So I think it took us 2 or 3 more times to beat it again, and I ended up getting 2 drops, which is what you need to make both the layered armors. But yeah, that was fun, and now I have enough parts to upgrade Geralt's sword all the way to the top. But I need to we need to get these 1 items from this one other event quest, this red ticket or something like that.
Yeah, because I heard that his sword is really good. It's one of the top weapons for sword and shield. Yeah. And plus, your whiteness is crazy huge, and it has a lot of dragon, so it's a good weapon overall. And yeah, so hopefully we can get that for you because it'll be master rank level when we level up again.
That'd be good. And yeah, see, now that I'm looking at it, I just looked up how long, or the event quest list for Monster Hunter World. All these are on until May, dude. So
we got plenty of
time to do these. Yeah. So it's crazy. Everything you missed, all the layered armors you missed, all the special weapons. They have like that big ass chicken leg that you can fight things with. I think it's a hammer. You can get that too. So I think there's one set of weapons. It's like the cavalry weapons. I only ever got the sword and the insect glaive for it, so I might get the other ones too, since those are back. That one's a pretty easy quest to do. But yeah, so I can easily say I'm completely done with The Witcher. Definitely enjoyed my time with it. I spent the better part of, I think I spent this whole year playing those games, dude. Or when did The Witcher show come out? That's when I started playing it.
Last year?
No way, huh? Let me see. When did the shit premiere? No, last year, but I don't think I started watching it until this year. So yeah, for this whole first part of the year, it was all Witcher for me. I finally was able to finish it right on time, literally the day before I got my copy of Final Fantasy VII. Because they said it was going to come in on Tuesday. Actually came in on Wednesday, which was a surprise to me because the actual release date is Friday, right? It was supposed to be this Friday or this past Friday. It also sucked because stores in Australia and Europe were just like, let's just give it to everybody a week early. So it was super hard to try to avoid the internet for the rest of the week. Unfortunately, I got my copy in on Wednesday. You got yours on Thursday, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I remember you and Danny, you guys got that email saying, you guys are getting it Tuesday, and I was like looking at my email. Dude, I literally cleared out my entire email. I think I had 1,000 emails or something like that. Cleared out my entire inbox, and I could not find that email. And I was like, damn, dude, maybe I'm not getting it. And I was like checking the status every single day. Every day I tuck myself in and I say, maybe tomorrow I'm going to get that email. The thing is, I actually had to create a UPS account just to check. Maybe I blocked it or something. And then I got an email from Square saying, yeah, it's already been shipped, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait, I didn't get a UPS email at all still. So I checked the tracking. It says, yeah, it's on its way. And then, I don't know, I might have accidentally blocked UPS completely because I remember I was getting a lot of UPS emails back in the day. And I don't know what I did, but it stopped all of a sudden. And then I think I might have like literally put them on my like do not send to me or something like that email list. So either way, I signed up, I checked my account, and it said it was going to be delivered Thursday. And I was like, hell yeah. And then sure enough, it said it's going to be flooding Thursday. So I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, why do you have the rain today?
So that would have prevented all the UPS trucks from driving through because there's going to be all that flooding. Oh, you know what? I think I did get one of those Amber Alerts on my phone about flooding that day. Oh, that's like crazy.
What the shit? Like, why do you have to flood today?
The whole world was just working against you, dude.
Yeah. But I ended up getting it that night, played the mission. Damn, I only played a little bit, and it's still like, God, nostalgia. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
It's really everything I wanted and more, I think. We knew they were always going to remake the music, but I didn't know that they were going to make multiple versions of the music. Like there's jazz versions, there's like the orchestra versions, I think there's some like dubstep versions of music in the game too, man. Once you get to it, like it's all so good, and it just fits all well because then they'll have this kind of more relaxed, just regular music for when you're walking around, and then you'll run into an enemy and that music will turn into a battle theme where it's a little bit more exciting. Then as soon as you win the battle and you start walking around again, the music just switches back to that walking around, more subdued theme. And it's just, how they did it is just so good.
It's on point, is what it is. Yeah. I'm like, dude, the orchestra, everything. I was like, oh, man, I need to replay that scene again.
Yeah, no, just keep moving because you haven't even met Tifa yet, huh?
Exactly.
Dude.
I only played the first mission, and then I was like, okay, I need to enjoy this. So, but I had to get packing. Injured my back too. I was supposed to play all Friday night, but yeah, Friday and Saturday I was like ended up recovering. So yeah, today I was just packing too. I was like, man.
Well, I won't spoil too much of it, but like I said, first and foremost, what stands out is the music. It's just so perfect, man. The way they've just changed everything up, and everything just fits, The graphics are super good. You can kind of tell though with the NPCs when like Cloud is just talking to someone on the street, like there's a difference in the graphics there. But it's all good, man. I mean, what really matters to me is like the battle system and how great that looks. Whenever you hit something, there's just fucking fireworks everywhere,
Yeah, yeah.
And the magic is really good. I like the way that everyone kind of has their own role. Barrett does the distance, the ranged battling, and then you got Cloud who's the heavy hitter, and then when you get Tifa, she's just super fast and doing fucking kung fu all over the place, man. And then as you progress through the game too, you just get all these materia that help you. I think one materia gives you 2 ATB bars at the beginning of every fight right away, so you can start to play around a lot more with how you enter battles and how you use different abilities together to try and stagger stuff really quick and just prevent them from attacking you. So, I mean, I'm at the point now where sometimes I'll go into a battle, do 2 abilities, and then I win already and walk away, so I don't lose any MP or HP in any fights anymore. You know what I mean? Just because of the way, you can have your materia set up and your abilities just ready to go from the beginning. And they do a really good job of giving you all the mini tutorials on how to do everything. They give pretty good explanations about what all the materia does. Yeah, man, it's too much fun. I don't know how they're gonna keep on doing this though, dude. Like, if I played the game for maybe 30 hours almost, right? Throughout this whole weekend, or since Wednesday, it's like 5 days, 30 hours. But like, they're gonna have to make a game for every fucking town you visit now, dude.
That's
right?
perfect. That's okay. That's okay.
There's gonna be like 20 parts to this fucking remake, dude.
That's okay. That's okay. Because
there's gonna be one part of the game of you crossing that fucking swamp, running away from the snake, dude.
That is okay. I'll buy the snake statue if I have to.
That's just gonna be one part, and then one part is gonna be going through a fucking cave or something. Another part is gonna be like there has to be like one whole game of when they go to fucking Nibelheim. You know what I'm saying? When they go back to Cloud's hometown, like that's got to be one whole game.
That actually, like I think that one. Yeah,
that's crazy. I don't know how they can keep it up because just the way they made it with the pacing, and there are side quests. I don't think that's a spoiler, but there's side quests you can do. Midgar's just a whole town that you can go through. You know what I mean? Not even one town. Midgar's like 2 or 3 towns that you can just travel in between and to all these places, man. See, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know how they're what they planned out to do for the future games, but it's looking huge now, dude. I feel like we're not gonna finish this until 2030, man.
That's okay, because I like to give my money, and they like money, so that's all they need to do. They can release it like episodes, I guess, like Final Fantasy 15. How they released by DLC, but then I want it to be a full game, so like they can release a whole giant section.
Yeah.
So at a time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then I just hope everything carries over as well. I don't. It's kind of hard because, of course, where I'm at in the game, I already have Curaga, which is like I basically mastered my healing materia, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they're gonna do if they're gonna add, like, I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna make Yuffie steal all your materia. So you have to level up new materia in the next game, dude. That's what they're gonna fucking do. I know something's gonna come, but you know what I mean, like. What if you powered your weapons, powered up your materia all the way to master? By the time you finish Final Fantasy VII Remake, what we have right now, right? Then the second episode comes out.
And it gets stolen.
Yeah, but like, should they just let you start that game with all powerful shit? Or should they let it get stolen? Or should they add, like, this is your healing materia type 2, which is way stronger than what you have right now? You know what I mean? Like, how do you balance that, right?
Yeah, I think how do they do that? They normally, I think it might be they continue on, so they keep furthering the level cap of it. Like how Neo is, we grow to a certain level. And then we get armor that's strong, and then we fight a DLC, but we have to keep leveling up our armor and DLC, so they unlock the cap of that. Or they could say, like you were saying, it gets stolen or something like that, and we're strong, so we fight strong enemies around our level, but then later down the line, we retrieve it, and then we attach it, we become even further stronger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, find our weapons again, and I don't know. I just hope they don't do it like Destiny, where they wipe you completely clean.
Oh yeah.
And then they change the whole value of the system, so like that weapon that you grown to love is no longer,
valid. Yeah,
valid. So that's why I think they should do it like Neo or something like that, or at least soul matching. Exactly. You really love this weapon, increase it, or you can use this other weapon that's strong too.
That you just picked up.
Yeah.
I like that because that makes it feel, or it makes it so all this stuff that you've invested time in, spent time leveling up, it still matters moving forward. Whether it's like, oh, this is the tier 2 healing materia, you could use your current healing materia that's tier 1, but leveled up all the way to like help this one level up. I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't envy them because this is something they got to think of, man. Because I've definitely seen both sides of the fence when it comes to this game. I've seen where people are just completely enamored by it, like me. Like I've definitely teared up multiple times while playing this fucking game, dude. It's crazy. And then there's people who are just like mad that certain changes have been made. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
I've definitely
I
seen both sides.
accidentally got spoiled and I saw like a picture in it, but it was a good thing. Like it showed that a lot of reputable companies and people, they gave it like almost a 10 out of 10. So I closed that window really fast, but then it's already embraced in my mind that this is already a perfect game, and I agree. I don't care what the critics say and what their expectations were, because I did see another comment a long time ago, and they said like, yeah, I don't agree with this demo. I don't like how the changes are, and then the other 99% of the people said, you're trash, go home, boomer, or something like that. So I was like, oh,
see,
shit.
I don't know. I don't mind it at all. I think I just like the opportunity to play through, you know, one of my favorite games when I was a kid and seeing it now in modern graphics.
Yeah, like how our imagination was.
Yeah.
And it is a solid game. Like, honestly, I only played for the first part, and compared to like 15, dude, they took 15 and they just way revamped it to better sound, better effects and hitboxes and things like that. They polished it so good. I think it's a good. This is super good game.
Yeah, and then you see like different sides of it that this technology wasn't available to show you on the PlayStation 1, right? Like you can, it's kind of like, I guess, with Resident Evil, every screen you went to was a fixed angle on how you saw this room. You know, I mean, you couldn't see around certain corners or underneath certain things because it was this fixed angle. But now that it's third person free camera, you can fucking look at every nook and cranny, you know, of these environments that they give you. That and just with how everything works, you know, in Final Fantasy VII, when you walked around, it was just Cloud, and your whole party walked inside of Cloud, and it would just be Cloud moving around on the screen, right?
Yeah.
But in this one, you have them following you around. There's some things like explosions and what happened to certain characters that you can only, you know, imagine what happened to them. But now they just show you straight up because they can. They have the technology and, you know, the graphics, the gameplay to be able to show you all this stuff, you know, instead of having it to leave you up to your imagination. And I think that's where some of the critics are coming from, right? They had this whole thing kind of ingrained and cemented into their imagination. The fact that they're just being shown it to them straight up now in the game doesn't sit well with them. So I can understand where they're coming from and why they feel like it's been ruined with this remake. I'm definitely not on that side of the fence, though. Like I said, I'm just glad we're getting to see all this stuff in amazing graphics, dude.
And I think they're like the minority. They're the 1%.
Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. But they're definitely the vocal minority, dude.
Yep. They're very vocal.
But yeah, man. Nah, I'm just having too much fun, just leveling everything up. I like that you can use. You'll find this out later, but weapons don't outlevel each other, kind of, right? You unlock skill points. Oh, it's kind of like Neo, where you unlock skill points for each weapon. So you would unlock skill points for each, like your sword, dual swords, or your, was it chain and kunai? And then you could use those skill points to unlock basically the same stuff in each weapon. Each weapon just has a certain skill or ability that you can use. So depending on what ability you want to use, you just use that weapon. So it's still cool. I mean, I can see you get near the end of this game and you're still using the Buster Sword, you know? So I think that's all right. That's not too bad.
That's okay. That's all I need.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm getting to that point too. I think I need a couple more points to unlock another materia slot, but I'm probably going to use that for the rest of the game, dude. Oh, and then that's what I was going to mention too. There is a part where it gives you the opportunity, because you pick how you want to play this game right at the beginning, right? They give you classic mode, normal, or easy, I think, something like that. Normal and easy are action RPG. That's you controlling the character, you know, pressing square to hit stuff. I think normal is just harder than easy. I guess everything has more life or something like that. And then classic mode, that's just, you watch everything that happens on the screen and just wait for the ATB bars to fill up, just like the original Final Fantasy VII, right? And you could just choose that at the beginning. I don't think you can change it midway through how you're playing, but they give you an opportunity within your gameplay to, try out the classic mode at one point. And I actually can't wait till I do my playthrough of classic mode, dude, because it's kind of fun, man.
Here's what you gotta do. So you play the rest of this game through normal mode, and then you play the second round classic mode, but in Japanese too.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Because, it's kind of, maybe because we're old, right? There's so much stuff you have to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, I need to build up my ATB bar so I can use fire, because fire is going to stagger this enemy, right?
Yeah. But
at the same time, there's an AoE on the ground that I have to dodge or block. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm getting shot by somebody off in the corner. So there's just, my mind is getting ready to do one thing, but 10 things are happening to me where it's like, I can't really, comprehend, what to do first or how I need to get out of this problem. Next thing you know, the character's dead, or he gets interrupted when I try to do fire, right? There's just so much to think about. So in that one part where I did play it on classic mode, where I was just paying attention to the ATB, the characters would move themselves around and block, when they were getting attacked. I was like, oh shit, this is so cozy. Like, I could just sit here and play normally, dude, or play like how the original Final Fantasy VII was, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I can't wait for that. That is going to be like, once I finish it in normal, once I just have the cozy run back where I'm just sitting, just really enjoying the world, it's going to be great. I actually just picked up a materia recently, and it was called the pedometer materia, and it counts your steps. And it said to level this up, you need to get 5,000 steps. And I was like, are you serious, bro? Like, I get 5,000 steps in my sleep in this game. I walk around in so many circles, dude. I'm like triple checking each corner, dude. Like, I find a treasure chest. I walk up to that treasure chest 3 times to make sure I opened it, dude.
Damn.
Even though I can see it's open.
That's the same with me too. Like, I went on the elevator lift, and I was like going up really slow, and I saw something on the ground. I was like, wait a minute, I haven't fucking checked that corner over there. So yeah, it took me like, I think 20 seconds to go back down because the elevator's so slow shit. But the guys were like, come on, Cloud, we gotta go. And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you. I gotta make sure every corner's checked. Every box is possibly broken. I don't know. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm here hitting boxes that are unbreakable, or they're not the Shinra boxes, but I'm like, just in case, man. Let me hit this shit.
Yeah. Yep.
I told you this story, but that's just an example of how meticulous I am. I really just walk around in circles for 5 minutes, even though it's a small room. But there was this one scene where, they gave me the chance to explore the room. So I walked around and looked everywhere, couldn't find nothing. I went up a ladder to the next level of this room, right? And a cutscene played. And while the cutscene's playing, one of the characters is talking, and you could see just right above his shoulder in the background in this room, there's a yellow materia. And I was like, wait, I really explored this whole floor and I missed that yellow materia? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? So the cutscene ends and I'm like, all right, let me go back down this ladder so that I can pick up that material. They don't let you go down the ladder, dude. Shit. It hurt my heart because my save file was so far back. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat it. I don't need that material anyways, dude.
That's not important. That reminds me of Xenogears. There's this one town you like go through, and I think it's like near the beginning, but it's a desert town basically, and it's a huge town to explore. There's little hidden alleys and things like that. And I thought I explored everything. And then there's a scene where you're like sitting down in a restaurant. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to progress the story. So I progress the story. I'm in the restaurant. I look in the camera in the background into the fish tank of this restaurant, and there's
Mhm.
a fucking treasure chest in this this fish tank, and I said, "This is bullshit." So I ended up reloading the entire save. I spent, I think, a good couple hours just trying to figure out how to get into that fish tank, and I finally did, and it was a good like weapon.
Oh,
That
see.
I was like,
Yeah.
God damn. So I think, yeah, maybe that might be a super perb materia like this. Like,
Well,
I don't know. Who
I eventually
knows?
picked it up. It took me some time, but like I eventually picked it up. So I have it, but I hate that feeling, dude. It's
Yeah.
like you just missed out on something. Like, oh no, I might need this. And another thing I'm doing, at least with this playthrough, which I think is a sign of me being old, I'm not stockpiling or stacking my turbo ethers or elixirs, dude. If I need it, I will fucking use it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna show up against Sephiroth with like 52
1/4
elixirs,
life.
and even while I'm fighting him, I'm being too stubborn not to use any while I'm dying. No, dude, I'm using elixirs when I need it, man.
Yep.
They used to hurt me. I mean, you probably know how it feels. It's like your character has, I don't know, 2,000 health, right? And
Yep.
50 MP. Use an elixir, and you see the 999. You're like, I really didn't need to use this, but I'm dying here. So that's something I'm doing too on this playthrough, is being a lot more liberal with my use of the really good items in this thing. But yeah, man, not enough can be said, dude. I think the writing and the dialogue is super anime.
Mhm.
It'll probably be better in Japanese, but in English you can tell it's just super duper anime, dude. Cloud thinks he's the coolest. Oh, and then one thing, this isn't too much of a spoiler either, because I think you're about to get to this point, but when you're walking around through towns or right after you blow up the reactor, there's a lot of people around, and normally, or at least in how it's been in the past in Final Fantasies, is you can go up to each person and kind of talk to them, you know, and by talking to them, it builds the world. It makes you immersed in kind of like the town that you're in, you know. Now,
just like Witcher.
yeah, now you don't even talk to them. You kind of just walk by them, and then you can eavesdrop on the conversation they're having with someone, you know, or maybe they're talking to themselves. You can eavesdrop on that conversation they're having to themselves, which makes more sense in a realistic point of view, right? Like you and I, if we're walking outside on the street right now, we're not just going to go up to someone and say, hey, what's up? And they're going to tell us like, oh yeah, this is the Sector 7 slums, dude. I've lived here for 20 years. They're not going to do that, right?
Yeah.
But if you walk past them, you'll get like this little clip of what they're talking about with someone, where it's like you walk by someone and said, oh man, are you all right? There's fires everywhere. But it's not Cloud actually engaging in that conversation with them. He's just walking by, which is, I think, such a huge improvement, you know?
Yeah. You don't have to go up to everybody and like listen to their story, but I think that's more immersive.
It is, yeah, because like I said, this is just what you would do in real life. But at the same time, sometimes some people's conversations are really, really interesting. So you'll just be Cloud just creeped up around the corner, dude, just listening to their whole conversation, dude. I've caught myself doing that a couple times. Like I'm Cloud, I'm just standing 5 feet away from them, just listening in. It could be like a group of 5 people too talking about something, and it sounds funny. So I'll just kind of like walk in, just stand next to them for a little bit, dude.
That's like City of Heroes, you know, like when you save the day and the NPCs walking around like, oh, did you hear Cold Hero? He saved the day. He kicked those guys' ass. And I'm like following the guy to see if he's gonna say anything else.
Yeah, man. So they did so much to really build this world, you know. They made all the slums, the wall market. It's more than just like 2 streets, you know. There's a lot of nooks and crannies and alleyways that you can go into. They show you how the world's connected through these roadways and stuff like that. And you could very much so, you could travel between, like, I think Sector 7 and Sector 6 slums a couple times. So it's good, man. There's a whole immersive world. What else is there, dude? The enemy details are fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know when this started. I think that's the thing. Like, there's gaming as it was in 96 or whenever this came out, and there's gaming as it is now, you know. Back in the day, there wasn't really such thing as like side quests, right? There was like maybe secrets you could do, like getting the honeybee in and get the nicer women's underwear or nicer wig or something in Final Fantasy. That's just like a bonus shit you could do. Now we have side quests, so you have the option of doing it or not. And yeah, where was I going with this? Another thing I think there is in modern gaming is not just voice acting, but just the way they tell the story is like way different. You know what I mean? It's not just about going from point A to point B anymore. It's more about just being in this world that's like lived in and feeling like it's lived in and that you're a part of it, dude. So it's, with all that work they had in front of them, they fucking pulled it off. At least so far for me, dude. I can't say enough how great this game is, man. Like I said, I think I'm 30 hours into this shit, and I still have at least, I'll say 20 hours to go because I'm playing so slowly, dude.
That's all we need.
Yeah, but I'm definitely not. I'm gonna play this maybe like 20 times, dude.
Yeah.
There's you'll have to tell me about this one part when you play it, dude. I think I was telling you there's a point in the game where it's just you and Tifa just hanging out, you know, she's showing you around town, you know. I think that's the longest portion of the game I played, was just hanging out with Tifa, dude.
Show me every part of town.
Yeah, show me every part of town. She's like, oh, here, I got you an apartment next door to me. You're like, oh, okay, dude, whatever, man. But nah, the game is fucking great, dude. There's parts, you'll definitely have to let me know when you're at certain parts, dude, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Because it's funny playing the game and then watching High Score Girl right now recently, where it's just like those two girls are fighting over him, and just to see Aerith and Tifa's interactions around Cloud are just the fucking greatest, dude. But yeah, man, this will be the game I play for the next probably 3 months, dude, since there's no Last of Us 2 anytime soon. Ghost of Tsushima, which who knows, dude. I'm willing to bet that that's gonna get delayed, dude.
I hope not, because we need a lot of games for the upcoming months.
Yeah. Because it's making me realize now, right? Now that this game is out, it's like, this was really it for me, man. Like, I'm not looking forward to any other video games right now, dude. This is the one. Like, low key, really, we started this podcast, man, back in 2016, I think. Mm-hmm. And what really got me into it was wanting this day to come, I guess. Went to the point where we can just wait and anticipate this game that we thought would never happen come out, and it's fucking finally here, man. I guess it's like, what do the Avengers do now that they killed Thanos, dude?
Exactly.
Right? What did they do, man? It's just, I gotta find that next thing for me, right?
That's why I'm like really not turning it on. Like, I gotta be super comfortable, you know, like once
like
I move,
candles and shit.
Exactly, man. Dude, exactly. That's why I had cheesecake. Oh my god, I had the best cheesecake in the world right before starting that.
Tomorrow, dude, I'm gonna do it,
dude. If you happen not to do it, you're gonna see a cheesecake coming your way all of a sudden.
No, I'm definitely doing it tomorrow on my way home, man.
Because I'm about to order like an apple Dutch pie cheesecake. Ooh.
Wait, the whole thing or just a slice?
Just a slice.
Okay,
because I'm gonna get multiple cheesecakes. I'm gonna get like the banana cream. Oh man, they have like little frozen bananas inside too. Oh, bro. And then the apple Dutch, they have little frozen apples, and then the crumb on top. And then graham cracker. Oh, dude. Yep. I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do that on my way home. I mean, cheesecake is legit my favorite dessert, dude. Even if it's just plain, I dig it 100%, dude. But yeah, man. So I think the next thing, at least I'll tell myself low key, the next thing I'm waiting for is Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, dude. I hope they at least started working on it, right?
I think what they're doing is celebrating right now. That's what's going on. They're playing it themselves.
I hope they at least mapped out what they're gonna do. I hope, man. I hope they know what's gonna be in part 2. You know, I hope they're just not going into work tomorrow or technically today in Japan saying, "All right, guys, so what's part 2 gonna be about?" I hope they're not doing that, man. That would hurt my feelings. And you know what, too, is they could probably get away with not working on the game for a while, right? With Corona, there's no E3, there's not really PSX anymore, so they don't really have like a platform that is acting like a deadline for them to meet, right? If none of this was happening with COVID-19 right now, they could just say, you know, oh, E3's the next time, all eyes will be on the video game industry. We have to have a trailer, we have to have some gameplay, we have to have something ready for E3, right? Since it's not happening anymore, that pressure's gone. They could just do whatever they want for now. You know, they could make us wait another 5 years, technically, dude.
What if, though, they bring it to the PS5 with VR capabilities? So you've seen Tifa and Aerith.
You already know. Gold saucer date in VR, dude.
Yep.
See, this is why we need to get your side of things, man. Because I was gonna be super negative, and you just brought it back to the positive side, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're gonna get a beach volleyball version of
it with Cloud, with cross-dressing Cloud, dude.
Oh yeah. Shit, dude. See? Now he's gonna be the bartender, man.
It'll be a Barrett, dude, in his little sailor outfit, dude. Oh man, I can't wait for that scene either, dude. I just want to go in the parade for Rufus, dude, and fucking sneak my way onto the parade. I want to do everything. I want to see fucking Tifa and Scarlet just slap each other on the giant cannon, dude. I want to see all that shit, man.
Yeah, I wish I could record everything.
And it's a possibility now, man. So, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I actually can't wait to finish this game, but like you know, I know it's going to be bittersweet where it's like, oh, I waited so long for this and I'm done with it, but I'll be able to start using the internet more frequently because there's still spoilers out there, dude. As crazy as it is.
It is. I've seen so much, and they're like introducing characters, and I was like, wait. I want to see them for my own eyes. I already know what they look like in sprites. Let me see them in my own eyeballs. And so, that's why I squint my eyes every time I see a post, and I like scroll past it really fast.
Wait, dude. Hold on. We gotta talk about this because I really I'm 5 minutes off from watching High Score Girl, right? The first episode, dude, when they're all hanging out in his room, in the main character's room, and he's just sitting there with his squinted eyes looking at the TV, dude. And everyone else around him is sweating. It's so great, dude. That's just like his oblivious face. He's like, just squinting. That's like you, dude.
That is every time like I look at that shit.
He's just blind to everything because his eyes are closed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like you can see a blur. That's why.
That's all you need to see is a blur. And then again, he does it again when they're on the train home from Shibuya and he's with both girls. He's sitting in between them and he just has that face with his closed eyes, dude. Oh, that show is fucking great, man. Dude. Yeah, it's like I said, there's light in this dark world we have right now, and it's fucking Final Fantasy VII, dude. I can't believe it's out still. Even though I've played like 30 hours of it, I just have to pinch myself a little bit every time, dude. It's so good.
Yeah. And it's amazing too. Like I'm playing it on the big screen. I have my headphones with the surround sound option on, and I was fully engaged, and that's why I was telling you earlier how Marnelli saw me smiling with a creepy smile the entire time I was playing.
That's how I feel like
I
am
didn't
too,
realize
dude.
that. Yep.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I am too. Is like, my mouth will just be open, dude, while I'm playing the game. Or it's like where I randomly feel like the tears coming out. Like, why, dude? This part's not even emotional, man.
Yeah.
But it's like some music that you just hear for the first time, and you know how you remember it as a kid, and it's just like in the original Final Fantasy VII, it's just those electronic sounds and shit, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's just a full-on orchestra, dude, and just takes you back, and it's so good. I think we were talking about that last week, right? Where it was, you know, it's hard to remember stuff, but then when you have like smells or tastes or even sounds that can trigger these memories in you, you know, or triggered you to remember these memories. Final Fantasy VII is definitely doing that a lot, man. So it's fucking good times, dude. Did you open up your cloud figure yet on the bike?
I did not, because we were packing, and then I was like, I really, really wanted to open the box, and I did everything in my power not to, because I was like, wait a minute, before I open the box, I really want to get a display case and just display all of that. You know, I'm gonna have my cloud figures, my Xenogears figures, and then Tifa and Aerith coming in soon. So it's gonna be great. I can't wait. Especially when I'm done moving, dude. I'm just gonna just play with that thing up and down the stairs, like vroom, 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 and then I break my back. I'm like,
oh man, yeah, no, it's fucking, it's super good times, dude. I even like the cover of the game art. You know, is the same as the old one. It just is remastered technically, dude. So it's just perfect, man. So far it's perfect. I think when it ends I'm gonna be super sad, but at the same time there's another thing to look forward to, fortunately, man.
Yep.
Even though we don't know when it's coming out, dude. Not 5 years, that's all I'm hoping. 5 years, or 5 years if there's VR Golden Saucer. I'm down, dude.
Shit.
But yeah, dude, I think that's it I got for Final Fantasy. I know you're still paying off your debts out there, dude. How's life on your island been, man?
Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. Been playing that every now and then. I just do my like daily chores, and I've been moving things around in my island because I see all of our friends. They have good, crazy, awesome islands, and they're in the end. I don't know if it's called end game, but they have like abilities where they can terraform and stuff like that, and their houses are all like paid off, and I was like, dang, dude, I need to really get on this money grind so I can be able to pay off my house and get on that level. But then my mind is always reverting back to, why rush? This is not a race, and you're only doing this, you know, for your enjoyment. So I'm like, yeah, that's true. So that's why I'm like pretty dirt poor in the game, and my cousins and my nephews, they're all like rich because they're exploiting some farms and farming techniques and things like that. My objective is just to build my little castle on the cliff, and then just get along with all my villagers and then go fishing anytime I want. So it's going good, pretty good right now. You know, I just got a hot dog costume, so I'm running around dressed like a hot dog, visiting other people's islands.
So, you said are you still in debt? Is there ever a way that you can get out of debt completely in the game?
So, when you build your house, you're in debt. And then you pay off that debt, but you want to expand it, you take out a loan, so then you're in debt. And then you will put another room in, you have to pay off that other loan, and then take out another loan. So it's really teaching you how to use loans too, and also stock markets. But either way, yeah, you're pretty much in debt once you upgrade your place. And then if you're
all the time, dude.
Yeah, so like if you want to build a bridge, you can build a bridge, but it costs like a lot of money. And then you can have other visitors, friends or whatnot come and make donations to your bridge. Or you can just be in debt and just wait till you have the money and donate little at a time in order to eventually have the bridge built.
Okay.
So there's a lot of the debt system, and I was like, man, they really want you to learn. I guess they're really teaching you how to live life.
Yeah.
All they need is taxes and how to do your taxes in the game, and pretty much golden, dude.
Just all the money you make, just take away 30% of it and say taxes, dude.
Exactly.
What was the name of your island again? Was it Stardew Valley?
Yeah. Well, my name is Stardew Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everyone else has pretty unique names. Like my cousin's Isekai, which is another world. Another world island. I forgot my other nephew's island. But yeah, everyone has cool names. But Stardew all the way, man.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I think my sister, since she's working from home and has a lot of time, she's really interested in it too. So I might just let her borrow my Switch so she could play it, man.
Or you'll be playing it too.
No. I'll just be,
Playing it.
Going in debt in Final Fantasy, dude. Just be buying all the materia and shit, in that, man. Plus, I don't think I'll be playing my Switch until Pokemon DLC comes out. I think that's in fall too. So.
Oh man, I thought that was soon. I was like looking forward to that.
Maybe it'll be summer.
I hope so, because that'd be pretty cool.
Sword and Shield DLC. Yeah, maybe one is summer actually.
Okay, cool.
Never mind. I don't know, dude. Dang, they're gonna add 200 Pokemon, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't wait, man.
Okay, so yeah, my sister, if she wants this, she better get it now because the part 1 of the DLC comes out in June actually, and then the second one is in fall. So, yeah, man. We will see, dude. I just want to get rid of that backpack, dude. I don't want to hold a backpack anymore in that game for some reason. Either that or I want a bag like your rival. It's like a sling bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have that than the backpack we got going on, dude. That looks way better. But yeah, man. I think that is it for us this week, dude. You been playing anything else or anything come out? Oh, the controller for the PlayStation 5 came out. They showed what that's going to look like. And then to add on to that, I think there was some leaks of what the actual PlayStation 5 is going to look like. Did you see those pictures?
I think I saw the PlayStation 5. It looked like a PS4.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? With Xbox just basically going computer tower and PlayStation 5 staying a little bit more traditional, huh?
This, I was actually going into deep thought when I was like taking a shower. Okay. I was like... I know I told myself I wouldn't be expending too much money if PlayStation or Xbox was exceeding a certain amount because you might as well buy a PC, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm convincing myself, like, what if they do have like a $500 console, but it can play everything in like 120 hertz or something, really high hertz, 4K, everything you wanted it to do, then I think it is definitely worth an investment because let's say you have Steam on there or something and people buy computers, they spend up to $1,400 to buy a really fancy computer or $1,000 but then if you can have a system that's half that but can play really superb, then yeah, you can have your ideal streaming console or your digital console right in one thing kind of thing, and then you can maybe hook up a keyboard and mouse to it.
Yeah.
So
they haven't mentioned anything about that, but there's got to be, that has to be an automatic feature, right? Because I think you could do that with Xbox One now, is that you can plug in a mouse and keyboard to it since they're really supporting that cross-play between PC and Xbox. So I wonder if that's a thing for the PlayStation as well.
Yeah, because I know they have latency lags when playing with the mouse and keyboard on these two consoles. That's why I hope they get it down to the point where, yeah, it does feel like a real PC, and you have everything a PC has minus, I don't know, installing programs because you have your browser and all that, but still you have your media center into one that's capable of performing nearly as good as a higher tier PC. So that was my thoughts. And what was the question? I don't even remember what the question was.
No, about what do you think about PlayStation 5 looking more traditional than the Xbox, which is completely different and looks like a PC now?
I like the PC or the Xbox version because
me too.
It looks like they're evolving. PS4 looks like they're sticking with their home media media center and what everyone's familiar with. But I saw that change in the controller, and people are making some really good fan made type of controllers of it. I was like, fuck, dude, like they have like a old school PlayStation controller theme color, or one is like black and white and red. I'm like, damn, man, I wish if they copied something like the Joy-Cons where you can customize colors and stuff like that, I think they would actually hit it off with the controllers.
And that was a weird thing too, where more recently they are starting to sell this add-on where basically it adds buttons to the back of your PlayStation 4 controller, right? And there's just no back buttons at all on the I guess it's not a DualShock anymore, it's a DualSense 5. So that was kind of a weird thing. Like, why get people used to the idea of back buttons if you're not going to include it, right, on the new controller? It does look a lot more like an Xbox controller. Second question for you, because I was just thinking about this as well. What if they come out right away with a PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation 5 Pro, where it's like the Pro is $100 more, but it can play games and load stuff a lot faster than the regular PlayStation 5?
I'm getting the Pro.
Oh man, you're gonna shell over the extra $100, huh?
Yeah, I think
interesting.
I at first I was like, I just like the slim version, but I'm still that type where I'm like, I need the best performance of it, because if I'm making this investment, I might as well go
all the way. Yeah. I think I'm with you as well on that. But it's crazy. Everything is still slotted to release at the end of this year, man. I think I'm with you where I can't wait to play Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PlayStation 5, dude. It's going to be backwards compatible, man.
Yeah.
So
I hope it's for everything, though.
Yeah.
Because I heard it said key titles. I was like, oh.
They saw like the most popular games. So Oculus Trip isn't going to be on there, unfortunately, man. You'll still have to play that on your PlayStation 4. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see if they keep on this timeline. There was one video game that I bought. The most I've bought one video game is I think 4 times, maybe 3 times, which is Grand Theft Auto 5. I bought it for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. I think I might break that record for Final Fantasy 7, dude.
If it comes out on PC, I'm actually gonna buy it on PC.
100%, dude. I'll buy you
1,000 times.
I'll buy you a copy on PC to break that record.
I'll buy you too.
I'll buy like 3 copies of Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, that's the one, because it's not exclusive. Currently not exclusive to PlayStation, or currently it's exclusive to PlayStation 4, but not for long. I think in a year we'll see it come out on PC, and I can't wait for that, dude. If I can run it at higher frames per second, dude, with DisplayPort. Oh, dude. Yeah, just give it all to me, dude.
Exactly. See, that's what happened with well, not so much of it, but I ended up buying Witcher twice. That's why I just had to get it into my Steam log, and then now I'm thinking about buying it for the Switch, which, because you said I can transfer my save data over, and I'm like, oh man. Now, I'm not playing for the graphics. I'm playing mainly for the portability. So I can just lay down, play Witcher, Yeah.
So, yeah, man. A lot happening. A lot of good stuff. I mean, I think, at least for the county, everybody's still stuck in teleworking or working from home. They said at first, it was until the end of April. But now they said it's until the middle of May. So this is only getting dragged out longer, but at least we still have video games to kick it with, man. So yeah, dude, I think that is it for us this week. We will see you guys next week. Unless you got something else, Rick?
What's your best cheesecake you've ever had?
Ah, dude. Okay. It was. Oh, dude, I'm basic. It was a cookies and cream cheesecake, dude. But it was perfect. Like, it wasn't too hard. It wasn't too soft. It was the right consistency, and the cookies in it were the right consistency too, where it was like a crumble. It wasn't a cookie. It was just so perfect, dude. Do they have anything like that at that place?
I think, yeah, they have a lot from the menu to pick from. I think I saw something like that. So who knows if they do have that? I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the best cheesecake you ever had. I said it's my best cheesecake I've ever had, but it does say a lot because I love cheesecake, and holy fuck, the consistency is spot on.
Okay, that's half of it. 50% is the taste, 50% is the texture, dude.
Yep.
So, okay, I'm there. I'm there for it. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.